Right, this is our second video on perimeter, and we're taking a look at a new example. This one says, calculate the perimeter of the following triangle. And it says, round your final answer to 2 decimal places if necessary. So I see that I have a right angle triangle, meaning that that angle is 90 degrees, and I know 2 of the sides. We have 12 centimeters and 17 centimeters. So if I want to find the perimeter of this shape, I need to add all 3 of the sides together. So I'm going to make up a formula here. I'm going to assign every side a letter. So I might start here and I'll do A, I'll do B, and we'll do C. Right? So to calculate that perimeter, we're going to do A plus B plus C. Now, I know what side A is, it's 12, and I know what side C is, it's 17, but I don't currently know what side B is, which is a little bit of a problem. So here I have 12 for side A. I don't know what side B is, so I'm going to leave a little blank so that hopefully we can fill that in once we figure it out. And then side C is 17. Now, I do need to figure out that missing side. How are we going to do that? Well, it is a right angle triangle, and I know 2 of the sides. So anytime I have a right angle triangle and I know 2 of the sides, we can use Pythagorean theorem to solve for our missing side. So I know that I already used A, B, and C. I tried to use uppercase letters so that I wouldn't confuse myself with the Pythagorean theorem part. When we're labeling, the hypotenuse is always the one across from the right angle, and that is always side C. So I'm going to circle it so that it looks a little different. And then the other 2 sides, one of them is side A, and one of them is side B. It does not matter which is which. Right? The formula for our Pythagorean theorem, I'm going to do it over here, is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So my side A is 12, so 12 squared, plus my side B is 17, so 17 squared, equals C, which is this side, I don't know. So I could call it B, I could call it X, I could call it anything you want. I think I might temporarily call it X. So I'm going to call that X squared. And then we're going to try to see if we can solve for X. So I would calculate 12 squared. 12 squared, or 12 times 12, is 144. 17 squared, or 17 times 17, is 289. And then x squared is just x squared because I don't know what x is. In between the 2 numbers, we have a plus sign, so I am going to add those together. And I get 433. So 433 equals x squared. If you would prefer to have the x on the left-hand side, you can trade the sides and do x squared equals 433. If you don't mind having the x on the right-hand side, then I would just move ahead to the next step, which is to square root both sides. So the square root of x squared is x, and then the square root of 433 is a decimal. It's an irrational number. So I have 20.80. The next number is an 8. So that means this is going to round up to 20.81. And that should be in centimeters. Okay, so now that I know that my missing side is 20.81, I can go ahead and try to finish off my perimeter calculation by putting 20.81 in for the number that we were missing, and then adding those 3 numbers together. So 12 plus 20.81 plus 17 equals 49.81. So my perimeter is 49.81 centimeters. All of my sides were in centimeters. Now, because I did more than one calculation, I would probably finish off with a little therefore to say the perimeter is 49.81 centimeters. Okay, that's going to do it for this question. I'll see you in the next video to take a look at the next question.